Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Miller is out there with Mark Williams. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for the Jazz, Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. Markkanen is out there with Collins. And it's Juzang in at the small forward position. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Clarkson. There's Ball with the 3. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Here's Juzang. Outside, Sexton. Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Hits it from three-point range.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Mann. Pass to Nurkic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Williams. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Mann passes the ball. Miller outside, takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Floats it up for Williams. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And the Jazz with possession here. Following the bucket by the Hornets. A 3-ball. Markkanen can't get it to go. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ball takes it off the glass.
Boy, that's a nice effort from Ball in the paint that time, working hard to find a way to get that shot off.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Markkanen kicks to Sexton. Back to Markkanen. Sexton against Ball. There's a screen to stop the run. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got his second basket.
And it's pretty evident that Sexton has a solid jumper. Just needs to keep taking and making it from there.
Now, here's Ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Utah trailing here. Pass to Markkanen. Rebound by Williams.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Here's Juzang. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Man can't hit. For Utah, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Clarkson against Miller. Rebound by Williams. Hornets leading by 3. Pass to Man. Nurkic a screen on Sexton. Here's Man. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Sexton. His last outing with 20 points. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Take a look at the Magic. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Seeing where Charlotte is now, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will, and that could change, though, at any moment.
Now, here's Nurkic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Ball finds Nurkic. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. George is checked in for Colin Sexton. And checking out some numbers for Mark Williams.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Jazz have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. George passes to Markkanen. George sets a screen for Markkanen. Going inside, the shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Markkanen's got 8.
And I like that. Markkanen needs to play like a 7-footer because he's got the talent, but he also has a pretty strong frame when he wants to use it. And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
First free throw is good. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Now, here is George. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And finished off by Collins.
Well, this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. Miller outside. Back to Ball. Over George. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. And he makes the first. Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor?
Ball hits them both. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. The Hornets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Nurkic setting the pick for Ball. Down low, stolen by Markkanen. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. For Utah, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Here is Sensabaugh. 9-point game his last outing. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
You know, this season versus last, they've seen a decrease in their success at the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Charlotte has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. And Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And thank you for your report.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Green, he's checked in for ball. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Mark Williams on top.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Hornets trail by 3. On the wing, man. Defended by George. Here's Miller. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Inside. And Markkanen throws it down.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
Now, man. He had 15 points last outing. Williams, a screen on George. Man with it. He's picked up by Collins.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Here's George. After the basket by Charlotte. Back to Markkanen. Outside, George. Collins finds Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. On the wing, Green. Scoreless thus far. Miller outside. Screened by Nurkic. To the left side wing. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And many players shy away from that mid-range shot these days, but Nurkic isn't one of them. He feels good about that shot, and they're fine with him taking it.
Here's George after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. It's Collins, high post. He's against Williams. Sensabaugh, no good. The Hornets have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Jordan Clarkson. What's the news there, Dave?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Jazz gave us some information, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. The next few games will be without him on the court. Of course, other players are going to have to step up to fill that role. That's all we've got, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
So it's the Hornets now, trailing by 2. Man with it. To the left wing. Nurkic in the post. He's covered by Kessler. Here's Man. And again, the Hornets missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to George. Here's Sensabaugh. Kessler the screen. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Let's get an update on Colin Sexton with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, Utah's head athletic trainer gave me an update. They've told me that he has tendonitis in his shoulder. Right in the thick of the season, this is a major blow. We'll see how this group of players responds going forward. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
A different look for Utah. Martin, he's checked in for Markkanen, and it's Sexton in for Collier. Charlotte trailing. Curry looking it over. Pass to Green. To the middle. And it's Green with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Sexton against Curry. Pass to Miller. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Martin with the block. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. A second chance effort. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Miller's got it all tied up now for Charlotte. Sexton against Curry. Outside, Sexton. Curry with the steal. Lowry marking and getting it done for Utah. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
So it's the Hornets now. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. You've got Josh Green. Curry is out there with ball. Then it's Williams. And it's Delon in at the 4. Now here's Sexton. And here is Green. Pass to Curry. Williams, a screen on Martin. Curry. And it's sent back by Kessler. And they'll keep possession. Shots good by Williams.
Talk about confidence and quick release. Love that Williams wasted no time letting that one go.
Here's Sexton. Now George. He's covered by Ball. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Sexton. Kessler the screen. Sexton with the bounce pass. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
5 to shoot. And here's Green outside. Kessler with the rebound. Utah trailing here. Pass to Sensabaugh. Ball against George. Outside Martin. The Jazz working the ball around now.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Hornets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Sexton against Curry. Pass to Salon. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen away. George trying to break free. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sensabaugh's got 7 points in the game. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
I also like the fact that they've been able to block quite a few shots so far. A testament to hard work and good positioning on the defensive end.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
George finds Sexton. Back to George. Kessler with it. Pass to Sexton. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Salon. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
On the wing, George fires for 3. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball kicks to Green. Here's Salon. And again, the Hornets missing. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Sexton against Curry. Pass to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 7. Over Green. Sensabaugh no good. A tight game here in Utah. Curry against Sexton. Now here's Curry. He has yet to score. Pass to Salon. They could use a bucket. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Hornets lead by 1. Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Jazz with some changes. John Collins comes in for Martin. And it's Clarkson in for George. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Charlotte. Trey Mann comes in for Curry. Here's Sexton. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now, here's Nurkic. After Colin Sexton's miss. Ball from long range. And it's the Hornets another 3.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
And here's Sexton. Following LaMelo Ball's 3. Here's Sensabaugh. Headed by Green. Collins, good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 7, and the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Clarkson passes to Collins. And with the rebound. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Ball. Buries it down low. Ball's got 9.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. From the wing, the shot by Sexton, no good. Charlotte leading by 3. Ball feeling it out a bit. Releases from 15, and it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sexton for 3. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
So it's Utah now, following the score by Charlotte. Collins finds Markkanen. Sexton for 3. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Clarkson. Another miss by Utah. Charlotte leading by 5. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jam. Outside, Markkanen. Takes the 13-footer. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to talk to his guys. And Utah making a change here. Collier's checked in. And then for Charlotte, Mark Williams comes in for Grant Williams. And it's Brandon Miller in for Ball. Here's Mann. He's covered by Clarkson. Mann passes to Miller. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Both free throws good for Miller.
You know, what you like about Miller is that he doesn't leave opportunities out there hanging. I mean, he's a solid all-around player.
Outside, Markkanen. Collins a screen on Nurkic. Markkanen passes to Juzak. Now, here's Clarkson. Releases. And he can't bank that one in.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Pass to Juzang. And here is Markkanen. Pins the shot with nobody near him. Markkanen's got 4 points in the quarter.
You cannot give Markkanen room to shoot from the mid-range. I mean, he's capable of dropping these in bunches.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Clarkson. Nurkic the pass to Mann. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Clarkson against Nurkic. Pass to Collier. Back to Clarkson. Now Markkanen. Shoots over man. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And now just a 5-point Charlotte lead. The Hornets shooting reasonably well, 45%. Miller with the ball. Pass to Williams over Collins. That's good from Williams, the assist by Miller. Williams has got 8. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside, Markkanen. It's good from long range. Markkanen's got 19 points.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Now, Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. From outside the arc, hits the three-point bomb. He's got 7.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Clarkson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. Markkanen. What a terrific move that was. Markkanen's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And with the bounce pass. Picked by Williams. Miller dishes to Williams. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
George is checked in for Collier. Curry's checked in for the Hornets. On defense, the Jazz. On the wing, Williams. Stolen by Collins. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. 2 points. That one goes. Now just a 3-point Hornets lead.
Transition defense, not matching up well with Clarkson's speed there.
Charlotte shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Pass to Nurkic. Puts up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Nurkic has got 9.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Knocked loose. Here's Juzang, covered by Miller. Here's George. And Curry pulls it down.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
From the arc. Man can't hit.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Hornets leading by 4. Man with it. 7 points in the game. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. 9 points in the game so far.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And so it's Charlotte with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting.
I was just thinking about all the changes we've seen to the All-Star voting process over the years. A lot of new factors in play now.
Yeah, like social media. Definitely tips the scales when it comes to who's selected.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Hornets.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
Like I outwork you every day, Kenny? I'm just saying.
I outwork both of you, and it ain't even close. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Lauri Markkanen having a dominant impact in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific. And
you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in it too. John Collins is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Juzang in at the small forward. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Now, here's Markkanen. Juzang passes to Sexton. 4 on the clock. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Ball from long range. And Juzang pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
Now Sexton, after Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. Now here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. That shot, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Pass to Miller. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Juzang. Still scoreless.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Ball with it, now defended by Markkanen. Williams finds Miller. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Miller's got the lead up to 9 now for Charlotte.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Juzang passes to Clarkson. Hornets with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
You know, if LaMelo shoots it at a high clip from deep, man, oh man, I don't know how anybody's going to guard it.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And while not a team that likes to get out and run, they are in the top 20 in fast break points. They do leave some easy chances, I think, on the table.
And as you said, the 3-point shot has been a major weapon for him. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Sexton with the bounce pass. Krills the 3-pointer. Juzang's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Pass to Miller. Collins against Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Now, man. Shoots over Clarkson. That one wide left. Markkanen with it. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Markkanen's got 23.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
Here's Mann. 9 points in the game so far. Pass the ball. Down low, Nurkic. Sexton grabs the board. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Juzang.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Hornets leading by 6. And here is Ball. 12 points for him. Man in the corner. And the Hornets miss again. Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvements here. And finished off by Collins.
Solid vision by Clarkson. Got it to his teammate in a great spot.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And checking out some stats for Miller. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's averaging 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Charlotte has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 14.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Jazz trail by 6. Now, here's Clarkson. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Outside, Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Juzang. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. They've held a 12-point lead early. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Hornets.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Grant Williams is checked in for Mark Williams. Hornets leading by 9. Now Ball. 17 points in the game. Nurkic a screen on Clarkson. Man passes to Nurkic.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center
in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
And so he hits both. And the Jazz with possession here. 11-point game. Looking ahead to their next game playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Miller kicks to Nurkic, pass the ball. Out to Miller, stolen by Clarkson. Pushing it up. Three-pointer, Markkanen. The Hornets pull it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. You look at the Jazz, they're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement. Sexton against Ball. Collins passes to Sexton. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Markkanen. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Shot's good by Miller.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Jazz trail by 17. Outside, Sexton. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And the Hornets making a change here. Green's checked in. Pass to Sensabaugh. At the elbow, Collins. Back to Sexton. And the layup's good off the glass. Sexton's got his third basket of the night.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by Charlotte.
Charlotte leading by 15. Man with it. 9 points in the game so far. Screen by Nurkic. Puts it up from 17. Man can't hit.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Now, here's Nurkic. After Colin Sexton's miss to the inside, Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it is really hard to get someone to match up with him.
Here's Sexton following the bucket by the Hornets. Outside, Markkanen. They get it back. Clarkson finds Collins. And finished off by Collins.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
For Charlotte, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. And with the bounce pass to the paint, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Sexton. He has 6. Outside, Markkanen. And it's off from three-point range.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Miller outside. Nurkic a screen on Clarkson. Here's Miller. Markkanen with the block.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. That one is off.
You need guys who make hustle plays. Grant Williams fights in the post against guys much bigger than him. He'll step in and take charges. He affects winning because he sacrifices his body.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for John Collins. Collier comes in for Clarkson. And it's Keontae George in for Sexton. George against Curry. And George kicks to Markkanen. To the middle. Kessler, no good. Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on an 18-4 run right now. To the inside, takes it inside, and Salon gets it to go. Salon's got his second bucket of the night. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They set the pick. Inside, here's Sensabaugh. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Hornets leading by 18. And here is Curry, still without a basket. Miller, no luck. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Williams. Kessler, a screen on Williams. Pass to Kessler. 3 on the clock. Drains the three-pointer. Markkanen's got 26 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
1:27 left to play in the third. George against Curry. Miller surveying the floor. Over in the corner, Green. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Green's got 7 points.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now, here's George. Pass to Markkanen. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. Over Green, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
On the wing, Miller. Here's George.
Big time.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry with the bounce pass. Williams has a screen for Miller. Left side, Williams. The rebound by Collier.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Utah shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hornets lead by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Setting the floor for the Hornets. All out there with Curry. And it's Green. Then there's Grant Williams. And it's Salon in at the four-man position. Here's Sensabaugh. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Curry outside. Utah with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They grab their own miss, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Hornets leading by 12. Outside Williams. Pass the ball. Three-pointer. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 5. Jazz passing it around. Here's George. Excellent D there from Ball. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Green, and he banks in the layup. And the Hornets lead by 17. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Sexton against Curry. Now Kessler. Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Ball. Here's Sensabaugh. Beyond the arc. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Ball against George. Ball, the pass to Williams. The layup missed. Jazz trail by 14. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Martin.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
And the Hornets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Curry finds Williams. Outside, Ball. Pass to Salon. The three. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Kessler, screen on Green, takes the 3, and the Jazz another 3.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Charlotte, leading by 12. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Fires from 18. Salon, no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Sexton the pass to George. Here's Sensabaugh. Back to George. Kessler, a screen on Ball. Down low. Kessler with the bucket.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Hornets leading by 10. Pass the Ball. Williams, a screen on George. Here's Ball. Here's Salon. Over in the corner, Green. No good on the 3. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. The lead now cut to single digits. Kessler's got 4 this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Curry. Banked in off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 10.
Boy, Curry knows that kind of physical finish can give his team a spark.
Utah has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Sensabaugh. Kessler, screen on Green. Here's Sensabaugh. An easy 2 points on the layup. Sensabaugh has got 12 points here in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Curry. Over in the corner, Green. Misses the 3. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Shoots from the corner. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's Curry. Pass to Williams. To the inside. Green. And Green slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
So both teams changing it up here. Jazz trail by 11. Kessler passes to Collins. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Miller.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Sexton against Ball. Miller outside. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. 24 points from Brandon Miller.
When this fella starts knocking down threes, watch out, folks. Just pouring it on in this half.
Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows? He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Sexton with it. Pass to Collins. tries from 7. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now, here's Sexton. Here's Clarkson. Sexton kicks to Collins. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Kessler throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Charlotte leading by 10. Now, man, right wing. Right side, Ball. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
This kid is so skilled. What a touch from Melo.
Ball against Sexton. Here's Collins. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. 16 points for John Collins.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Here's Ball. After the made shot from John Collins. Miller dishes to Nurkic. Nurkic a screen on Markkanen. Shots good by Miller.
Now, how about this move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself?
Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen sets the pick for Collins. And here's Sexton for the 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here is Ball. Defended by Sexton. 3-on-3. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his 5th foul.
Yeah, and that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
And Utah making a change here. Juzang's checked in. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Josh Green. Sexton on the wing. He's covered by Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Sexton against Miller. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Now, here's Nurkic. Pass the ball. Fires away from outside. Rebound, Utah. Collins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Over to the left wing. Lobbed up there for Collins. Stolen by Ball. Man with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Stolen by Markkanen. Inside. The shot, no good. Nice D from Williams. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to Nurkic. Now, here's Ball. Defended by Sexton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
That's good from Ball.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man.
Pass to Juzang. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
To the wing right side. Back to Mann. Shoots over Clarkson. Mann can't hit. Jazz trail by 14. And Clarkson gets it to go on the assist by Sexton.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Deep two from Ball. And here's Miller outside. Drills it from outside. Miller's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hornets.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Hornets.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. But I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Brandon Miller.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Buries the long-range jumper. So it's the Hornets now. It's a 13-point game. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Nurkic. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Mann. And he gets the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now, here's Markkanen. Here's Collins. Williams with the block. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Brandon Miller.